Nelson Mandela's funeral is going on today, and you've got the President of the United States has brought a full complement of presidential insiders. Everybody's going. Eric Holder going out there. You have former presidents, their wives, she who shall not be named, meaning Lord Valerie Jarrett. Thatcher dies, and they sent nobody.
Of course they're going to show up to Nelson Mandela's funeral. It's fashionable. I mean, he's the last great liberator around.
You know, if the president went to all of the important world funerals, that would be all he does, when that's Joe Biden's job.
They're flying the flags that have to have in the United States for Nelson Mandela.
Margaret Thatcher liberated so many more people. Her breakup of the unions and government-controlled industries, those are all things that the president doesn't enjoy.
The kids in Land O'Lakes, Florida call it butt slapping, but a more alarmist name might be butt knockout. In Land O'Lakes, Florida, parents are complaining that high school students are, specifically high school girls, are slapping each other on the butt in a game that some parents and educators find inappropriate, maybe even sexual harassment. Chris Bedford, you come from a certain sort of frat boy culture where this is encouraged. What do you think these Florida kids are doing?
Usually you have to wait till freshman year of college, second semester, before that becomes a rite of passage. I'm pretty anti-spanking, just up and down. And if anybody ever ass-slapped my daughter or my girlfriend, I think I would have to slap them pretty hard.
But in this case, it looks like these are girls slapping each other.
Has the government war on parental discipline led directly to children having to take it into their own hands?
My favorite part of this story is that the teachers don't understand, they can't figure out a way to articulate to the children that they shouldn't be butt slapping because they don't want to use the phrase butt slapping.
Then the children win.
You see the principal of the school being interviewed, she's like, well, I don't want to say the phrase because when I do, the kids laugh.
Like, there's no way to really talk in a not offensive way about teenage girls holding each other down and spanking each other.
It's famously, the butter is named Land O'Lakes, and butt slapping comes from that area, so I think it all fits together. Butter trust fund babies with butter faces butt slapping each other.
And that's how we know this man's a headline writer.
New study in Southern California shows that men are increasingly raising their voice at the end of their sentence, so they sound like an idiot. Vince, is this the fault of the women who encourage them?
One, this is a California thing. It's spreading a little bit, but it's mostly a California.
Are you saying this doesn't fly in Boston?
No. Do you think it flies in Boston?
Hell no, it doesn't fly in Boston.
I would kind of imagine that Boston's sort of like this, you know.
You don't know shit about Boston, kid.
I know Harvard is there. You've never been to Boston, have you? You saw like The Departed 30 times in college and just decided it's like, this will be my identity.
But seriously, it requires like a male form of slut shaming, like self-policing within the population, where when your friend comes up to you and he talks like this, say, you sound like an idiot.
The whole process of attracting a mate, I think guys like that are people who have decided, I can't get to the masculinity portion.
Masculine men like myself.
I'm just going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one for the outtake reel.